Yeah, so you remember when I said after the Retaliator, I wasn't buying any more Orange Modwork stuff except maybe for Springs? Um, I couldn't help myself, I'm sorry. What's up, YouTube? Graver here, and yes, I know I had said on Facebook that this week was going to be an Arlene video where she was working on Honey Lemon. Unfortunately, Arlene has a small work-related injury in that she actually hurt her thumb really badly. Um, she's going to see a doctor tomorrow about it, so probably know more or better about it then. So, in the meantime, you got me this week, so sorry about that. But what we are going to be looking at this week is I finally got my package from Orange ModWorks, and I know I had said things in my Retaliator Stage 1, 2, 3 video about never buying Orange ModWorks again, but they started doing this crowdfunding, so to speak, thing, which is basically just pre-ordering a pre-release. But I decided to give them one last shot, and I really, really, really do mean it this time. Um, and I have ordered the O-Tac Gear Hammershot kit. Now, the cool thing with this is, I mean, I got this neat little Legacy Picker Velcro patch, so if I have any tack gear, I can always throw it on that. But it basically is a re-released version of the Orange ModWorks S1 kit for the Hammershot, which is the cylinder, the metal trigger, uh, the metal hammer, upgraded strip ring, upgraded assembly. I'll gonna bring it over to the bench and we'll go over what actually comes in this a little bit more detail. Also show you a little bit more detail on that patch. Yeah, it's fine over there. And what we're going to be putting that in is this, my first curse hammer shot. Now, I love my first curse hammer shot and I love my last word. I would use the last word more often because it has the full metal kit from Blasterworks. It also has a seven shot 3D printed cylinder in it. And if any of you were at Endwar, you would have actually seen it in person. And if you did see it in person, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of it. This has a 8 round, which is actually more true to the game itself because both the last word and the first curse are 8 round hand cannons in Destiny 1. This has an 8 round cylinder from Gavin Fuzzy. However, I don't use this as often, and you can see here all the sanding marks because in certain spots it actually rubs and does not fire properly. So I mean, Gavin Fuzzy does do amazing work. I got my, was it the Retaliator pump grip from him, and it is an amazing kit and works flawlessly. This one, I just have to do a little bit of refining to it to make sure it actually does rotate properly, because I finally got the replacement rotation mech from him, which thank you very much, and it works. It just rubs, so that kind of throws everything off. So we're going to be putting it into this. We're going to do the installation. I'm going to do the kit and what actually comes in with it. And before I do that, I actually want to give a special shout out to Sherry at the Orange ModWorks customer service for putting up with my annoying ass for the last month. Orange ModWorks, of course, it wouldn't be an order from them if something didn't go wrong, but the kits actually got held up in customs. They actually met their full funding goal of getting over 300 backers to bring this back, which actually also released it as the End War version, which was the all orange kit. I really got to get a replacement battery for that. It was the all orange kit, orange hammer. I don't know if it was an orange hammer or not, but I know the cylinder was orange and I know the trigger was orange. This automatically, I think, comes with an orange trigger, so I mean, there's really nothing I can do about that because I do want it to flow properly with the build. But if it's got an orange trigger, it's got an orange trigger. No big loss. Hey, it's safety, and besides, if I'm using it, my hand's covering it anyway, so there you go. But thank you, Sherry, for one, putting up with my annoying ass, constantly asking, where's the stuff, where's the stuff, where's the stuff, because they sent out pre-shipment labels back at the end of July, even though they didn't have the items in, which then got held up in customs and blah, 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 and all that stuff. And either way, Sherry was awesome. She never got rude. She was always trying to keep me informed on stuff. So again, big shout out to Sherry at Orange ModWorks. You do customer service people proud, and I appreciate that because that's what I do. But let's go to the workbench, get this bad boy opened up, get that bad boy opened up, put that bad boy in that bad boy, and I'm just going to say bad boy again. Bad boy. Okay, so we're on the bench. I already have the Hammershot opened up and ready for work, and just at least a little better picture. Here is the Legacy Picker patch that I got for picking the Legacy product that they brought back. It's really cool. It's got the little O-Tac thing here, and it is Velcroed on the back, so if I ever do get a tactical vest, this will be on there. Just my first medal. But here is the O-Tac kit itself. Same box that it would normally come in if they still sold it. You have the O-Tac logo here. You can see the original cylinder here. I opted for this one because it would flow better with the First Curse color scheme. If I was just doing a regular Hammershot, I would have been totally fine with just getting whichever one they sent me. So open it up, and we get instructions. Well, not instructions. We get product contents. I guess you got to figure out how to do it yourself. But if you ordered this kit, I think you have a general idea. You know what you're kind of doing. For detailed instructions on installing this kit, please visit orangemodworks.com/guides. The kit comes with a upgraded spring, so bye-bye to you. The metal hammer. We'll just open this. It'll be a little easier. So what it comes with is the upgraded spring. Ooh, that is beefy. The front piece. The orange trigger, because this was the bonus when they hit 150 backers. And you can see here it's got the Orange ModWorks logo in it, and it's basically a straight one-to-one match to the original trigger. Yeah, take it out. So there you can see the two triggers. And actually in the light it looks kind of bronze, but whichever. It also comes with a replacement seal for the front of it. So this is foam that is going to replace that seal, which it's actually a good idea because that seal kind of looks like it sucks. And it's also peeling off extremely easily. So you know what? We'll just take that off now. And of course the piece de resistance, the huge metal trigger. And well, you know what? I'll do the comparison after I remove this, because one of the things you're going to have to do in order to replace this hammer into this is you're going to have to pop out that piece and that piece. And that is no easy task. I will try and do as much of it on camera as I can, but I'm not going to make any guarantees. Also got 2 O-Tac gear stickers. So I can put these on something or whatever, but I know at least one of them is going to be making my clipboard because that's where I put stickers. So, and shout out to all of those things that were on my clipboard. Well, except for me, because this is me. Oh, and of course, how could I forget? But there's also the cylinder itself. Now, this cylinder is a little bit different than what they had originally provided. One, I think it was like kind of an all-in-one. I don't remember if the cap was attached on the original or not. But one of the big things is you will notice right in the back is that these are fully open cylinders. Now, you can't squeeze a dart through it. Damn it, I forgot to silence that thing. You can't squeeze a dart through it, but it's a fully open back, so it will actually utilize the air restrictor, so it may actually add to the longevity of the blaster rather than just knocking it out in one shot. Although I just realized this doesn't have an air restrictor in it to begin with, so yeah, there's that. So if it had an air restrictor, it would still be in use, but mine does not have an air restrictor in it anymore, so I don't have to worry about it. So just put that off to the side a little bit, put those stickers somewhere, box over there, and let me try and easily get the hammer separated and put in. All right, so the pins are out. Little damage to the trigger here, but that's going to happen. Used a little bit more brute force than I had wanted, along with additional tools, but at least now we get the one-to-one on the triggers themselves. The Orange ModWorks one has the logo printed in and also has a more grooved, has a deeper groove in the hammer well rather than just the little bit there. And wow, I really need to cut my nails. Like this, it has a groove, but it's kind of smooth. Where this, it actually feels like you can get a good grip on it. So there's that. And also, since it is metal, it's not bending, where this with a strong enough spring will bend and also possibly break. So now installation of these pieces are easy. It's basically you're just reversing what you took out, which is this. The plunger goes right here on the top. Just line up the holes, push it through as much as you can. Now you're going to need your hammer again to get the piece in. And that should actually go in, hopefully, and relatively easy. And this piece goes where you took it out. And in my case, if you want to make sure, wait, which hole does it go in? Just look for the broken one. So, and that is in. So now the hammer is assembled. And all I have to do is put this all back together, which should hopefully not take very, very long. Oh. Oh, there's my loop. Actually, before I put that piece in, I'm going to actually put the front bit here on. And that the replacement seal goes right on the front here, and it will line up because here you can see there's a straight cut which aligns with the top of the cylinder. There's a tension spring. The replacement spring. The silicone grease all over my hand check. And now the funnest part of putting a Hammershot back together, the spring placement. So this will more likely than not be cut out for time because it takes me a while to get this thing in when I'm not trying to rush it. So oh my god, did I just actually fail into an easy way of putting that stupid hammer back on? Well, here's the true test. Putting this piece on and making sure, yep, hammer works. So I kid you not, that normally takes me about like a solid like 10 minutes of fiddling with the stupid thing in order to actually get it on. And trying to do it the opposite way of the way I just did it. So I am very excited and very happy that that stupid way I just did it actually worked. Because now we'll make all future mods of this thing up. Oh, there it goes. There we go. It's working. It's working. So, trigger works. Hammer. Oh, I think I put the spring in backwards. Yep, I had the spring in backwards. So, trigger works. Spring works. We're good. So, this just sits right back in here because that's the way, the ease of this, it's not modular, but it's a whole one piece, which is friggin' fantastic. Now for the cylinder, slide that in, slide the front end in. Does it go? Which way does it go? Nope, I think I might have that backwards. Nope, I had it right way. It just wasn't sitting right. And now the cylinder's in. Now I can close this back up, try it out, and see if there's redemption for Orange ModWorks or if Sherry's the only good thing over there still. Okay, so here we have the completed, put together new version of my first curse. The 6-shot Orange ModWorks cylinder, metal trigger, and metal hammer. So hammer primes very nicely, and all of these are X-shot darts because I have a very large abundance of them. I'm going to be using those for my testing. So here is all 6 shots, and I'm shooting somewhere off there. My target's down. I got to read it. The shop is getting redone. If you haven't kind of noticed over my shoulder a little bit, besides the wonderful thing from Cloudy I have here that will be getting a video soon. I have a bench vise, finally got a belt and disc sander for cosplay stuff, but I need more room for it, and that's what's going to be cleaning up there for and all that stuff. It's a long story. Let's just get back to the important thing. So here it is. Oh, that was nice. Huh. Oh, I also do have a fan behind the camera, so that may also be throwing off some of my shots. So I'm like, wait, that didn't seem right? It probably cross breeze. Because I gotta say, this thing's firing pretty damn well. Um, so my final thoughts on this thing are the parts, the metal parts, honestly, one thing I can never fault Orange Modworks for is their metal components are always really good. Their triggers that came with the Massacre kits, that all metal, that all metal kit that for the Recon, except for that one flaw that they did have with the plunger tubes, but I think that they did say was a manufacturing flaw, not a design flaw. The cylinder rotates very well. I can see a little bit of rubbing from my paint job on it, so it's not a perfect go around, but you know what? It's still holding up really well. The finish on it is really nice. And I have to say, with the design I have on here already, this is damn, damn good looking. Um, so I have to say, I'm really happy I got this now. I'm glad I gave Orange Modworks one last shot because the trigger, don't really want to dry fire that, but the hammer, I can see maybe wearing on me if I'm like playing with this all day long. So you may want, if you're going to be playing this for like a couple of games, cool, you'll have no problems with it. If you're playing it for the long haul, like an all-day thing, you may want to get a glove with a thumb because that could probably start wearing on you after a little while. The trigger response is really good. Um, the cylinder rotates no problem, and the seal that it gives now is, again, really good, the improved seal. So I have to say, this is definitely a great redemption for Orange Modworks. I'm glad I got it, and kudos, guys. This one definitely gets a get in my book. If you're a fan of the Hammershot and you want a metal kit and haven't had a chance to get the Blasterwork parts kit, I would definitely recommend this. Now, I may wind up doing a first curse versus last word video now that I have technically two different metal kits and two different sets of third-party cylinders. So we'll see how that one works out. But in the meantime, thank you everyone for watching this video. And as always, if you enjoyed this content that me and Arlene put out, please throw us a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the O-Tac Hammershot kit from Orange Modworks. And next week, there is going to be no video. We actually had this scheduled out. Last week was unfortunately a fluke on my part. This week, we kind of changed it up. It was supposed to be a Honey Lemon video, but because of Arlene's injury, I decided, hey, I have this. I can do my review video for it early. And next week was going to be a scheduled break because it's Labor Day week. I'm actually going to be away on Friday and just give us a little bit of breathing time. So, but everything else is going to have to come together for Comic-Con for Arlene anyway. Plus, my scout rifle's almost done as well, so I can't wait to showcase that to you guys. If you follow me on Facebook, or if you saw the message on Facebook from last week, you would have seen a preview of how it's looking, and man, I am very stoked to show it to you guys. So, again, thank you everyone for watching this video, and we will see you guys next time. Later.